Hey guys, it's Marley. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Wheel of Mirrors. What will the Wheel of Mirrors reveal to you today? Alright, I'm looking kind of crazy because for some reason, like, my blush is blotchy. Like, I used some new, like, shades, and I think that it's just down way too low. And then this is, like, way too, like, light, and I kind of look, a little scary. A little like I need some help, but it's okay. It's okay. So as y'all can tell from the title, this is going to be a Muse reading based on Stretch. So this one was from, I made this 6/11/26, so this could be like from that time period to now. Okay. Screenshot for personal use only. Alright. So I'm feeling a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a bit weird. I didn't want to film. I wanted to, but I didn't want to. Confirmation burp. There's something about that. I'm gonna light the rest of this candle that I lit yesterday. The root chakra, get us some grounding. Alright, I'll put it right there. There we go. Oh! I was just thinking about you. Oh my gosh, and you've grown so big already? My jumping spider. I was literally gonna pray, and I prayed in my head that I would see you again literally 5 minutes ago. And you're right there. Come here. Just don't jump. Just, yeah, crawl down. You got this. You got this. You got this, my friend. How freaking cute. How amazing is that? Thank you, Lord. I think he might be passing by. We'll see if he'll come down and hang out, but we'll see. He's already grown so much. So this could be an entirely different jumping spider. It's one of those ant mimic ones. So they mimic ant, like, coloring and, like, with their body they try to do it. Yeah, and then they eat the ants. And that makes me think of a reading I did back a few years ago where ants are like, woo! That moth. That tiny ass moth. So yeah. He could be totally just passing through. I do get paranoid when I don't know where the spiders are. And there is still a chance that it could be a different spider than I'm thinking it is. And I don't want to mix it up with, you know, a poisonous spider, you know what I'm saying? But the jumping spider could be very relevant. I mean, wow, Lord, thank you. I must have felt it too. Like God was like, okay, you're thinking about it. Well, he's behind you. And he was behind me, making his way over here. And I've lost sight of him, but anyways, we'll see if he comes hang out. Anyways. So, or he's probably just going to look for the ants because it did rain. So he's probably looking for them. Gonna go look for them. Anyways, Stretch. There's a need to stretch ourselves. There is. I feel that with this. And why it was put off. Like every time, like I thought, should I do a Muse reading for Stretch? Like it was always like, no, not yet. So let's go right into, I'm feeling orange. I'm feeling, you know, like reds, especially with this. You can't even see it. There we go. Yeah, I like that better because then it shines the flame right there. All right, so I'm going in with the Halloween companion deck. Ace of Wands on the bottom. All right, the Fool and the Nine of Cups. So I'm hearing Alakazam, but I'm also hearing whatever it's, you know. Okay, the Fool and Nine of Cups. So there's something that's new, or you're starting over. But with this Nine of Cups, that's not beginnings. You know, that's more towards the ending, because the next is the Ten of Cups. And that's like wish fulfillments, like happiness and love, and, you know, can represent kumbaya kind of shit. Okay, so you could be, with the Eight of Cups, they're making me think of the Eight of Cups where you walked away from something and now you're in this abundant energy with yourself, what you've created for yourself, what makes you happy. And this is new to you. But you're being called to stretch yourself. You're being called to stretch yourself. Yeah. Because you got the wand. I heard, I got the power. Where's the, I was like, where's the other half of the... I'm just like, I haven't seen him come out this way yet, so I'm like, where is he? See, I get paranoid if I don't keep my eye on somebody. There's something about that too. Whereas like, you're trying to keep your eye on some Eight of Pentacles. You know what? Why did I think it was the Ten of Cups though? It like slid out. You could be a painter. Because I'm looking at all these kids, like, I'm looking at them as, like, projects. Not that you have kids and you think of them as, like, projects, and if you do, God help you. But it's something that you've created yourself. Like, you've added onto it, you've nurtured it for quite a long time. And now it's time, you know, to stretch yourself and allow more people to share in that abundance that you've created. Queen of Cups reversed, but you've had a difficult time. You could have been in a deep depression for a long time, is what I'm hearing. That just made you unstable, made it you isolate yourself. Four of Swords, yeah, isolation. Cooping yourself up. Saying, I'm more safe in here. I heard, and so are other people. So perhaps you're, not that you would hurt other people, but you could more so, because especially since this is swords, like, you could be, like, cutting with your words sometimes when you're in a deep depression. Five of Pentacles, yeah. It can put other people out, whether you realize it or not. I feel like you've realized this. Five of Cups. Now, whenever I see this card, I always think of, she's like, oops. But it's like a fake ass oops. I'm hearing, like, for some of you, even through depression, there's a gnat on the thing. Two gnats, so monitoring spirits. Yeah. Yeah. So, for some of you, also, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit if it's not for you. Pray for discernment about these messages. And yeah, for some of you, it feels like even though you go into a deep depression, you know that you'll always bounce back from it. From like experience of you always bouncing back no matter how low you go. Or no matter how many people like spill your cups and hurt you. You know you still have more behind you. So it's kind of like when people hurt you, you're like, fuck, that hurt. But like you don't really let them know, like, you're like, I'm good. And you so are. Like, even if that shit hurts, even if that deeply affects you, like, you're good. Wow. Knight of Cups. I heard I'm down to try again. So it's like it doesn't make you not want to have connections with people. But perhaps this time of isolation is what you just got too comfortable. And you lost connection with people. You lost connection with the world. 3 of Pentacles reversed. All right, let's go in with... Why am I thinking of... Oh, what is it called? Boom, boom, boom. It's not even coming out right. That's interesting. Oh. God bless you. He's journeying. He's going. He's checking for every little thing. So freaking cute. And then he just goes on his way. Wow. You know, I've never seen a spider actually do that where they're like this. He's like weaving. He's definitely scoping. That's relevant. He's scoping out after the flood. He is looping back around though, so makes me like, should I put my shoes up? Should I put them up? I did. All right, so now we're gonna go into some astrology. Yeah, you need to stretch yourself to connect. And I'm not saying like put yourself in unsafe situations, like force yourself to interact with those like you don't align with or feel comfortable with, like, and sometimes it's going to be uncomfortable to get out there. So I'm not saying that like if you feel uncomfortable immediately, you know, use discernment if that is based on the person that you're meeting or based on you. Stretch. Romance. Okay, so stretch yourself in a romantic way. You know, because I'm trying to avoid that right now. I'm trying to avoid that. Even though I want it, I know I'm not, like, completely prepared for that. But I think we're being called to stretch ourselves in more ways than one. Why y'all took me to the gutter? Because that's what it is for some people. And it's not, well, let's see, because it could be lust. Just because it's romantic doesn't mean that it's, you know, a connection worth going for, but I find it interesting that it's with this Muse of Stretch. So let's see. This is romance. Venus in Taurus. So you could have Venus in Taurus and the second house energy. It's like that's all you get to know. You gotta say anything else? Ostentation. Saturn and Taurus. So, and second house again. 2-2 goes to a 4. Taurus energy. Alright. Okay. 7th house, which is like relationships and partnerships, influence. Mercury and Libra. So what is it like revealing to you? The influence of those approaching you, but also yourself in, you know, especially romantically speaking, like why are you attracted to somebody? Something completely just dropped from the ceiling into the pool. And it wasn't just a raindrop, because it made a fairly big ripple. So it's still rippling across the pool. So either a spider maybe, or that'd be a big spider, or a frog. I'm more so thinking frog. All right, and that takes me back to like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, when there was it was after a storm, and it flooded, and there was a frog, and she ended up having babies, and then there were hundreds of babies all over our freaking backyard, and I mean back porch area and stuff. Like she was crazy. So ostentation, that's what I was gonna look up. What the fuck is that? I've looked it up before, but it's sometimes when words are so long. Yeah, pretentious and vulgar display, especially of wealth and luxury, intended to impress or attract noise. So somebody could be romantically coming towards you. Based on that, they want to like, I heard exploit you. I don't like that. Risk, organization, and originality. Someone's taking a risk. I do feel like this is you. I feel like somebody sees you as very original. Wow. 11, 10, and 1. Yeah, you're very original. You could have invented something. Somebody basically wants to hop on your train before you kind of like lift off. Lift off, come on baby, lift off, gonna lift off. It's by Paris, Texas. Let me just play it real quick. That reminds me, I had some other songs come up in the shower for me today with some messages. That's what it looks like. Okay, that was definitely copyright. I was like, for some reason I thought this song started sooner, so I didn't skip. But I should have, just to show the part that, yeah, the part that I was singing. But anyways, so 11th house, 10th house, and 1st house. 1st house is like your body, like your energy source, like your strength, your physical strength, your body. Already said that. It can represent the head as well. There's a risk. This goes along with the full energy of taking a leap of faith in a new direction, you know, like stretching yourself. It could take a lot of stretching to get organized. There is, you know, and perhaps you're like, well, it's too risky to spend my time on that. But getting organized in your life will help you get organized in your career. And it's for the 10th house. 10th house being career, Mercury and Capricorn. So you could have Mercury in Capricorn or Saturn in Aries, and we're in Saturn in Aries right now, I'm pretty sure. And Mercury in Aquarius. I heard people see you as a risk they're willing to take. Enthusiasm. Sun in Sagittarius, 9th house. I hear like whatever you share with people makes them happy. Oh, well, not everybody. But we can't make everybody happy. And we're not here to make anybody happy, really. 1st house. Sun in Aries. Assertion. 10th house again. Well, you know. So heavy 10th house, 1st house, and 2nd house right now. And 7th. So relationships, career, yourself. Convention. Venus in Capricorn. And then 2nd house, Mars in Taurus, defense. Heavy Taurus energy, and Taurus is the fucking bull. So, you know, that Taurus is very hard to move. So you could be dealing with, you could deal with heavy stubbornness, or you could be dealing with that everywhere you turn. There's like resistance, there's a block, there's someone, something, you know, going up against you. 7th house, Jupiter in Libra, negotiation. But there will be some sort of negotiating. You will be able to negotiate your terms and assert yourself to this defensive energy. You know, I'm hearing some people might not want you in their arena, but they can't gatekeep that shit. And lastly, let's go in with, this felt like a super short one, but it's not. It's 20 something minutes. This is Death on the bottom. This is the Tarot of the Spirit. Closing out messages for stretch. Wow. 9 of Wind, the screen. Stretch yourselves away from the screen. I know I've been called. I've been back to reading some more. It's really hard not to doom scroll or just watch TV, you know? Like, it's super fucking hard. You know, it's just easier to, you know, scroll, watch other people live their lives, do things, but, you know, that ultimately stabs us, you know? And I'm thinking of these as like spirits and stuff. Like it attracts a lot of low vibrational entities towards us. if that's all we do with our lives. Tarot of the Spirit, the title card. Yeah, your story is bigger than that. So what do you want it to be? What is your story? The struggle, reversed. 5 of Fire. It doesn't have to be a struggle to stretch yourself. For some of you, you're used to giving, 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 and burning out. Or doing, 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 and burning out. And you need to learn how to stretch yourself in the most abundant ways, I'm hearing. The Cage, reverse 10 of Fire. Yeah, you're freeing yourself from the cage. You're being freed from the cage. You're enlightening. You're being enlightened. 4 of Wind, Mastery. Yeah, it has not been mastered yet because it came out reversed. But it has not been mastered yet, but it doesn't need to be mastered right now. It's a part of the journey. For some of you, you feel like you're not established enough to make money at what you do, or you know what you create. I'm really feeling like it's some sort of creative thing that you do, whether it's sculpting, drawing, producing, painting, whatever it is. You know, you don't feel like a master, but it's like you have to change your narrative. You know, you're never going to, you know, people are more likely to buy from you your art if you're confident in what you create. If you say, yeah, this is my piece, blah, 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 like this is this one, and instead if you're like, yeah, this is it. Sorry, it's not perfect, it's a little messy, and I'm not, that one's not that good, but that kind of thing. Like, you are better than that. You're bigger than that. Father Earth. Yeah. Just shout it from the rooftops. Like, this is my art. Father of Earth, he don't care if people don't like it. Yeah, Strength. You've been built up with divine strength. Like, own that shit. Wow. 9 of Fire. 9 of Wands. Eye of Fire. So you've been given the Eye of Fire, Eye of Passion, where you're able to see art in everything. And you had to get there through works. Your works. 3 of Earth. And you've put enough time into this. I'm hearing 3 years. To really be prepared to share with the world, and I'm hearing it's time. So let's close out one more time. Let's close out with Tree Magic. Here I am with the damn spider again. Friend, if you come back around, let me see you first, okay? Before you, if you decide to crawl up on me, or drop from the ceiling, please, like, don't, and let me see you with my eyes first. All right, stretch. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, three cards came out. 1 came reversed, and 2 came upright. The Peach Tree, pleasure. When the fruit falls to return to the earth, it is sweet and soft. So will it be for you. So reversed. It feels like something wasn't pleasurable, or you feel like you enjoy this too much. It can't be a job. It can't be a source of income. That's not fair. When so many people work their asses off doing jobs they hate, like, why is it fair for me to be able to make money doing what I love? And it's like, you can't think that way. You know, like, I mean, you can, but like, it doesn't do anything good for you. And it sure as hell doesn't do anything good for other people. But 12, the dove tree, and 15, the rowan tree. The rowan makes me think of St. Bridget. I have an oil by Sun's Eye that's made with rowan berries. And this candle's at the end of its rope, but it's we'll see if it goes out on its own. But the rowan tree, attraction, transformation and regeneration, encouragement and protection, quicken new things to be born. The Fool, new things to be born. Blessings, the dove tree. Love and tenderness prepare you to enjoy the benefits of a new opportunity. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. Your guides are like, go for it, absolutely. I'm not saying go for anything, go for any opportunity, but like, this would be everything that you want. So, God bless y'all. Peace.